Loved ones and community advocates have now turned their attention to the homicide investigation, searching for the person who killed Jaylen.
And many focusing on that home where authorities found Jaylen's body. In an effort to prevent something like this again, there is a petition calling for this property to be shut down as temporary housing for high-risk individuals.
We're going to bring you the voices behind that petition just ahead, but first, 7 News senior reporter Maki Becker has learned city inspectors were at that home less than 6 months ago and noted concerns with the attic where Jaylen was ultimately found.
We're following up on the investigation into the murder of Jaylen Griffin. He's the 12-year-old boy who disappeared 3.5 years ago and whose body was found on April 12th in an attic. Well, I've been looking into that house, 107 Sheffield Avenue. So I filed this Freedom of Information Act request with the city and learned that as recently as November, city building inspectors were at that house.
The house is a 4-unit apartment building, and we've learned that at least 2 registered sex offenders have been listed as living there recently, something neighbors told me about. City inspectors have been at 107 Sheffield numerous times, 6 times in 2022, 4 times last year. Kathy Amdur, the Commissioner of Permit and Inspection Services, tells me that inspectors went inside just once to respond to a complaint about a downstairs apartment. There's no indication they were ever in the attic.
Over the last 2 years, we have an inspector who's been out there 10 times. He's been working with the owner. We do see compliance. It's a little slow, but there is an ongoing working relationship with the owner and our inspector. Some fines have been assessed, continually going out there and making sure that we're working towards compliance.
Amdur says the property is currently under an order of remedy, meaning the landlord is required to make some repairs.
In the meantime, police are continuing to investigate. They're trying to find out who did this to Jaylen. They're asking anyone with information to come forward. Maki Becker, 7 News, Buffalo.